What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and this whole Kiely Rodni case is really weird if you ask me. The entire situation gives me these weird vibes. A lot of the people involved in this case give me weird vibes, and some of the responses to the situation overall just gives me a weird vibe. Like the community meetups and the teen meetups, teen only meetups, and the country concert, it's just all feels kind of weird to me. I just usually don't see stuff like this in a case like this, and there's like a lot of talks of, oh, when Kiely comes back, she's gonna love to see this. When Kiely gets back, she's gonna love to read this. Hey everyone, write a message for Kiely down in this book so we can show her when she gets back. Hey everyone, while you're out there searching for Kiely, be sure to take selfies and make it look like you're having fun so Kiely can see it when she gets back. She'll love that. And that's stuff that's actually being said out here by people. And also this country concert that went down, it was like some people were talking as if, oh, this music that is playing might lure Kiely out of the woods and she would just come walking out of nowhere, you know, just heading towards the distance to where she hears country music. And I don't know. I get being positive, but sometimes being over positive can be somewhat of a red flag. Like sometimes being over positive can have some sinister undertones to it. Now, I don't want to say too much because this case is mainly involving teenagers and young adults. So I have to be really careful on how I cover this case because I don't want to accuse anyone of anything. I don't want to point fingers at anyone here. So there's some things that I would just keep to myself, like some thoughts and opinions that I would just keep to myself. But overall, the situation's really weird to me, and the response to the situation is really weird. And I'm sure if you've seen some of the stuff I've seen, you would feel the same. But another thing that is weird is that when Kiely disappeared, there's a possibility that she was wearing this hoodie that says this weird message. You don't want to be forgotten. You just want to disappear. Now, naturally, people are going to put on their tinfoil hats and start coming up with theories when a girl disappears while wearing a hoodie saying that she just wants to disappear. That's like a conspiracy theory just writing itself. You don't even have to add any of your own little flair to it or anything. It just writes itself. Now, I don't think there's anything really up here with the hoodie and the message on the hoodie. I don't want you all to think that that's what I'm here to talk about. But yeah, of course, that, it's set off some alarms for some people, and I understand why. But this hoodie is really significant to me because I want to know who gave her this hoodie. And I don't want to know who gave her this hoodie because of the message on it. Some people have insinuated that, oh, whoever gave her this hoodie, they wanted her to disappear. So they gave her this hoodie knowing that she was going to disappear later and they did something to her. That's not what I'm trying to say here. I just want to know who gave her this hoodie because that would connect her to another person. And at this point in the case, we need to start connecting as many dots as possible. We need to start finding the connections between Kiely and whoever we possibly can, because it's weird that Kiely went missing from a party with about 300 people there, yet we've only heard from 2 or 3 people? You don't just go to a party with 300 people there and only 2 or 3 people saw or know anything or even knew that you were there. They're the only ones talking. So it's important for me to just connect the dots. I want to know whoever Kiely may be connected with because that's another person that may know something. And right now, it's extremely odd that Kiely was, at this huge party, but we've only heard from, not even a half a dozen people. Not even a half a dozen people. So there's something not adding up here. And at this point, we have to cling on to whatever we can So getting to the bottom of who actually gave her this hoodie is a big deal for me, not because I think that they're necessarily guilty, but because at least now we have another connection. Okay, here's another person that knows Kiely. Because for Kiely to be at this party, and to me, Kiely looks like a young woman that would have a lot of friends. You know, she seems like she had a bright personality. She could sing. I would think that there would be more people that know Kiely, yet no one's saying anything. And why didn't we hear about this hoodie from the beginning? And why is the story around this hoodie so muffled? Like, oh, her friend gave it to her, but you can't really pinpoint exactly what friend. There's kind of like conflicting stories out there. And it's all like teenage drama, so it's like he said, she said. And like you hear one thing from one person, and then you hear another thing from another person. And it's just like, okay, who gave her the freaking hoodie? Period. I'm not trying to hear your story and they conflict each other. The mother doesn't know. I just want to know who gave her the hoodie. Because I want to connect her to as many people as possible. Because at this point, no one's connecting themselves to her. Yet everyone wanted to party. Kiely as well. All of these people are partying together. And it's a graduation party, right? Didn't they say something about a graduation party? I find that kind of weird as well because it's August and I don't know how the school system works over there, but literally kids just started going back to school over here. But anyway, it's a graduation party, which would indicate to me that a lot of the people know Kiely. Do you attend your graduation and no one there even knows who you are? No, all of those people are going to know you, even if they're not your best friends. It's like, okay, at least we know her from school. Maybe we had a class together. I saw you in the hallway. My locker was next to yours. Something. Yet we have a massive party with 300 kids there, yet we've only heard from 3 or 4 people. So that's why I feel like it's really important to figure out where and when and who gave her this hoodie. But now, there's a second hoodie in play. And this is where things really get weird for me. Because we are, it's been over a week now since Kiely's been missing. So it's over a week into this investigation, into the search for Kiely. And we can't even figure out what she was actually wearing. Kiely was at a party with over 200, 300 kids there. And we can't even figure out what she was actually wearing at the party. I mean, originally, we were told to be on a lookout for this outfit. She was last seen wearing green dicky pants, a black tank top, and, she has numerous piercings and a nose ring. So where did the first hoodie even come into play? Why is that so significant? When we were originally told that, oh no, she was wearing this outfit. Yet in the surveillance footage, there's definitely a different pair of pants on her. Now, Sammy says that, oh, she changed pants before the party or something like that, that she had on green dickies at the party. But she also mentioned a black bodysuit. Where did that even come from and what does that even mean when she said black bodysuit? Because if you're wearing this black top and you're wearing green dicky pants, then what does a black bodysuit have anything to do with anything? Maybe I'm just being nitpicky here, but I don't understand why she said something about a black bodysuit at one point. But yeah, here we are. Over a week since this girl's gone missing from a party with hundreds of people there. And we can't even pinpoint what this girl was wearing. So that lets you know where we're at in this investigation and in this search. Not only does no one seem to have a clue where Kiely is, no one seems to have a clue what she was actually wearing. And I find that kind of odd because she was there with her best friend, another friend, all of these associates and acquaintances and classmates and whatnot. And none of y'all even remember what she was wearing? How come it took so long for us to hear about the original hoodie? And why are we hearing about another hoodie now? It doesn't make sense to me. Where did the second hoodie come from? Did this hoodie belong to Kiely? Or did someone give it to her while at the party? Because I would believe Sammy never said anything about this white hoodie. Mags never said anything about the white hoodie. I haven't heard about this white hoodie at all. This odd future hoodie that was just added into the equation. So I would think that someone at the party gave it to her. Maybe she had it in the back of her car. Maybe it was her hoodie. But if that's her hoodie and she had that hoodie, then why did we even hear about the other hoodie in the beginning? You understand what I'm saying here? It's like, can y'all just at least let us know what she was wearing last time she was seen? Because now it's 3 different outfits. Or 4, actually. Their surveillance footage is a different outfit. The outfit that was described by Sammy is a different outfit. The hoodie came into the equation, and now another hoodie came into the equation. Now, if she was out there wearing the outfit that Sammy described, I would think maybe somewhere along the party, maybe some boy or some guy or somebody gave her a hoodie. Who would that be? And why hasn't it been mentioned yet? But once again, this could just be Sam's hoodie, but then what would have happened to the original hoodie? Did she get in a fight with someone and have to return that hoodie to her friend? And then went and put on another hoodie? I feel like I'm saying hoodie over and over and over and over again, but damn, it's just like the tale of 2 hoodies here. And who do they belong to? And how come no one has said anything about this jacket? No one said anything about the original hoodie or this hoodie. This is stuff that we kind of found out later. And this new hoodie that we had to find that out from the sheriff's department. So it appears that none of her friends said anything about it. Now, did they just happen to not see Kiely when she had this hoodie on? We know that the sheriff's office, they know more than what they're telling us. I think they've been doing a good job trying to communicate with the public, but they know more than what they're telling us because they have a video of Kiely wearing this white hoodie. But when was that video taken? Was that video taken before Sam left the party or Sammy left the party or after? Because I just want to know if there's like a concerted effort not to really tell the truth about what she's wearing, or maybe they want to hide the fact that she's wearing this hoodie because that hoodie may belong to someone that's connected to the situation and they don't want anyone forming these connections. I don't know. As I'm looking at these clothes, it's a drastic difference. You get what I'm saying? It's like, there's a big difference between the original hoodie that we were talking about and the new hoodie that's at play. You know, that's like the difference between, oh, yeah, I remember she was wearing black, or, oh, I remember she was wearing white. That's like a big difference. But it's something I want to get to the bottom of because we don't have much in this case. So in many ways, we have to cling on to whatever we can. And we have to form whatever connections we can because no one's coming forward because they don't want to be connected to this case. There's no excuse why Kiely was at a party, a graduation party at that, with 300 kids, and we've only heard from like 3 or 4 people that were there. And then at the community meetups, the searches, the teen talks, the concerts, you look around, there's not many young people there. Older people, yeah. There's some older people showing up. But it doesn't look like a lot of the kids that were at this party are trying to show up. I wonder why. Personally, if I was at a party like this and a friend of mine or a classmate or an associate or someone that I kind of knew, or maybe just someone from my community and they went missing, I would want to find out what happened to them. It would eat at me. It would feel weird. I would feel awkward every day knowing that I was at the same party that this girl went missing from. So I maybe would want to go out there and look. But it seems to me like no one wants to. And there's just a couple of people who are speaking up. And those people are, or at least one of those people, have been really dominant in this whole entire situation. So there's something that is keeping people away. And I don't want to speculate too much here, but when we're at a point where Kiely was at a party at one point with her best friend and this other girl that describes herself as a good friend, even though it doesn't appear that she was as close to Kiely as she let on, how come we don't know exactly what Kiely wore? Your best friend's going to know your outfit. Period. And on top of all that, it's just like the story of this party, it kind of seems like, I don't know. It's like, it has all of the things inside that your parents warn you about. You know what I mean? Like, be careful. People are going to give you or offer you free drugs. Turn them down. And then you go throughout your whole life and no one ever offered you free drugs because there's no such thing as free drugs. So when Mags, I think her name is, like, she's like, as soon as I got there, a bunch of boys tried to force me to take as many bong rips as I could without my boyfriend present. And I was just like, what? That seems like an over-exaggeration. Who's going to force you to take bong rips? And all of this talk is like, oh yeah, all of these older boys showed up and they're forcing bong rips on us. And there's, you know, a lot of, they're just giving out free stuff. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's not possible. It's possible. But at the same time, it feels like kind of like just one of those stories that your parents tell you to like scare you, or that society puts out there to scare you. You get what I'm saying here? Like the razor blades and the candy. I know it's happened before, but for the most part, you don't really have to worry about that as much as everyone worries about that. So I feel like this is kind of one of those situations where almost as if they're injecting stuff into the story to make it seem like a parent's worst nightmare. Older kids, oh this and oh that and this and forced bong rips. How do you force someone to take bong rips? That's kind of weird. But hey, whatever. At the end of the day, I just want to clarify the fact that here we are, over a week after this girl's gone missing. We have like 3 separate investigations going on. You have the law enforcement's investigation, you have Sammy's investigation, and then you have the internet. And between all 3 of us, we can't pinpoint exactly what Kiely may have been wearing when she was last seen. And I find that really odd, really extremely odd, considering the fact that she was there with friends and surrounded by peers and no one stepping forward. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all on the next video.